Hello visuals and welcome back to the Visual Guide podcast in what I hopefully don't touch wood, in a relatively peaceful house at the minute.
Relevantly.
Well, I'm waiting for the door to barge through, probably hear my nephew's voice or fucking my mum kind of, why are you snowing? We've only got the dog in his ball at the minute, but to be fair, I can tolerate that more when me and you are chatting shit. As I say this, he's doing it, I think he's doing it on purpose. The fucking tie or whatever coming in and screaming the house down. Oh, I thought that was the door already. He's in. Fucking paranoid. But no, first podcast. Yeah, he definitely did it on purpose.
Definitely.
100%, mate. Dog.
Shut the fuck up.
To be fair, mate, like I said, last few nights visuals, it's just been me. Well, I say last just because of the fucking chilling and whatnot. It's been so lovely. Miss loan time. It's fucking beautiful, honestly. But yes, anyway, first podcast because Chris is coming from work and I don't want to keep mega long. We'll do Miss Marvel, that was fucking ages ago. We'll do She-Hulk, talk about She-Hulk, all the ups and downs and whatnot. A couple of notes, don't worry, it's not Jags and notes, Chris, you're all right. There's a couple of very interesting, fun notes. Right.
She-Hulk.
But let's talk She-Hulk, as per usual. Chris, what did you think? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse?
I enjoyed this week's episode.
Oh, yeah, Chris is a bit more. Last week you were very,
Yeah. I know I enjoyed this week's episode. We got to see the Abomination.
Because she went to the Department of Damage Control High Max Facility Prison.
She did indeed.
And he seems to be very well.
We
don't know.
Well, not towards the end.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Not towards. Well, obviously that footage is what we saw in Shang-Chi, isn't it?
Yes.
Obviously, Wong taking him to the portal because Wong, for whatever reason's got some sort of invested interest in him fighting. We don't know what that is yet. We know Wong is yet still to come in the show. But you know, it was a very fun episode in terms of her, the dinner table, the dinner scene and whatnot. Her getting a new job. Can you stay as a She-Hulk? Okay, now we're starting to build this little thing about her being the lawyer for other soups and whatnot. Soups, not fucking boys, superheroes. Yeah, I thought it was a very fun episode.
Yeah, I like this week's episode.
I mean, to be fair, I enjoyed last week's more than you, obviously.
I wonder where Bruce is going.
Wow, that's one of my notes. We've got to discuss about.
Discuss.
But yeah, this one was literally all about her. Okay, I don't have a job. I need a job. Okay, I've got a job. Oh, they want me to stay as She-Hulk. Oh, by the way, the lad that tried to kill your cousin, can you be his lawyer? I'll take the case. What's going to happen next?
So, I mean, do you think that this season, if there's going to be more than one, is just going to kind of concentrate on about Abomination and
potentially,
because there's only like 4 episodes left, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, I was seeing when the last episode finished.
It was only like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, this one was half an hour. I was thinking, but when it finished, I was thinking, Jesus Christ, we're like a quarter of the way through. It's like, wow, it's going to be over so soon.
That's what I mean. It's they're going through quick, but there's still really not a lot.
Yeah, obviously we know the Daredevil still stuff to come in. We don't, because obviously we know what when we watched Miss Marvel, we knew what was going to happen with her next to be in the Marvels and stuff. We don't 100% know what She-Hulk's next adventure is, whether she's teaming up in the Daredevil show, or if she's going to be in a film, or if she...
We don't know.
Or whatever's happening with Hulk's next, is that what she's going to be about? Fuck knows.
Fuck no.
But it was a good episode. I'll run through I'll run through all of my notes, mate, and we'll... These are some quite good notes, because I don't know if you would have noticed them or whatever, but obviously when there's little writing, you've got to fucking read it and got to look.
Yeah, but you can't even read you.
No, the writing in the show, when she's looking for jobs, because my first couple of notes is friggin' awesome. When she's looking for jobs and she's looking at a site called, what is it? Jobs to jump into or some shit, like something random, it's like dressing up as a fucking whatever. But there is a nice little Wolverine reference on the right hand side. Because it states, and I'll probably get, not word for word here, but it says, man with claws gets into bar brawl. And obviously, the first time we see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is in X-Men 1, the man with claws in a bar brawl. Obviously, so it's not referencing that he's potentially on his way, but it's acknowledging that...
Mutants are in the...
Well, it's acknowledged Wolverine's debut.
Yeah.
Thingy. And another key fun note, see if you remember the film. Door purpose! state here is it references on the same website because it's got an advert for a pair of Iron Man trainers, but it also says, "Why is there a giant man in the sea?" And what's that referencing, Chris? Eternals, because obviously at the end they try to resurrect.
Oh, yes,
yeah. So it's basically referencing why the fuck is there a random big old giant statue? Because at the time obviously they think it's a statue. They didn't realise it was going to be coming alive and fucking destroying the place. So why is that sticking out the ocean?
Is that a question?
No, I'm just saying it's a cool reference.
Yeah.
Because obviously since that scene happened, not a lot of stuff in the MCU has really acknowledged that, and obviously that will be a big, massive, like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Sort of event, but yeah. The dinner scene was quite cool. It mentions Yusut, which is a obviously that's her mother says is a guy at where she works. Where she works, he wants to be a superhero. Can he give him some advice? And that's actually the name of a very low-level hero in the Civil War comic books, which was quite cool. And it mentions as well at the dinner scene that basically the other Hulk, the main Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, destroyed a fucking whole entire city, being the fight that he has with Hulkbuster in Age of Ultron. The GLK&H, real lawyer organisation place thingy in the comics. So that's a nice little reference. And you've already brought it up. We spoke about it. The Department of Damage Control Supermax Prison, which last time we really saw it was Miss Marvel, because obviously it's where she was taking the people. Fuck name now. In the underground bit, and then they escape from there and whatnot. We get to this one's pretty cool. This one's pretty cool.
This one's pretty cool, man.
Because obviously it mentions. Well, I'm not completely 100% sure which way they're going, but you brought it up again. The Sicarian ship, Hulk's in it, he's on the phone, you're like, oh, blah, 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 and the next thing you know, they're blasting away. So what that 110% confirms, there could be Scar still to come, but it confirms that World War Hulk or Planet Hulk story arc is eventually coming, which will be friggin' absolutely awesome if you know anything about World War Hulk or Planet Hulk and shit. Well, you're in for a treat, mate. You're going to enjoy this. What else have we got here? So that, I mentioned that. And finally, it's we end the lot talking about how everything was going great with Abomination, but then there's footage of him breaking out. Well, not breaking out, but there's footage of him not in a cell inside of the arena we saw in Shang-Chi. So ideally, Wong should be coming up very, very soon, because we know that in the trailer he appears in a new office that she's got at this new place, yeah. What do you call it? Attorney? No, what do you call them? Yeah, an attorneys. Is it attorneys?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, the lawyer building, whatever the correct name for a lawyer building is. Whatever that may be.
Or whatever that may.
But yeah, there's still something slightly irritating about the actress, and I don't know what it is. I don't know, not mega, but some good part of me, I think it's, because you brought it up as well, and I agreed with you, it's the fourth wall stuff. I don't know why they give it to her. I
don't like the fourth wall aspect.
See, I love fourth wall stuff, it's just with her, there's a reason why they're doing it, okay? There's a reason why they said, right, we're going to break the fourth wall. But
I didn't check, I didn't look, but there wasn't really a cutscene, was it, this week?
It ended with her helping her dad doing a lot of trivial things.
Right. Nothing too major.
She was lifting a car so they could change a wheel and bringing in water bottles and stuff. But they did say, I think, everyone apart from the last one or two are going to be just like fun little. Yeah. Because obviously it was Captain America's virginity, and this time it was helping around out the house. But no, I'm on board with you, mate. I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was very, very fun. Solid 8 again this week. Like I said, there's something about her that just niggles at us. We didn't get to see Titiana. I know it's Titania. But ever since I've seen her as a comic book character, I've always called her Titiana, because years ago, it doesn't anymore, because I've said it to her, it used to make us giggle, because of the way her name's spelt. I've always pronounced her Titiana. I should have explained that last week, because it's just a private joke, but I'm always used to just, Titiana. Do you remember when B first asked? She's like, who's that? And then I was like, that's Titiana. And I just carried on myself to give her... It's forget not everybody lives in my weird little mind.
No, they don't.
It's just funny, because obviously there's a funny picture in a classic yellow outfit. And she's like that. I was like, oh, Titiana, looks weird. That's the reason behind that.
That's the reason why,
Yeah, but no, it was fun. Like I said, I feel a little bit bad on her because I'm more excited to see Daredevil. I just can't wait to see that bit where she's on a highway, whatever, she flips over and she's like, what the fuck? That's what I'm really looking forward to. It was like watching Morbius and just being excited to see the Vulture. So, but this time around, like, yeah, I'm excited to see She-Hulk because I want to see Daredevil. So I do feel like a little bit of a prick.
Fair enough.
But what else?
Like I enjoyed this week's episode, so hopefully it's grown on me.
Well, last week you were at a solid 5, very in the middle. I'm saying 8 this week. What are you saying?
8 this week, maybe even close to 9. Because I actually did enjoy this week's episode.
I don't get, because I know it's been getting slated a lot purely because of the whole pushing of. A lot of people saying, "Oh, look, Disney and Marvel going all leftists and women's rights and all that kind of shit." I'm thinking to myself, "Well, this is a show about empowering a woman.
Yeah. It's
gonna do all this kind of stuff." I don't. I know sometimes it can be a pain in the ass when you're pushing all this stuff, but when it's needed, I don't know. Oh shit! One last fucking reference I've got to say as well. The Incredible Hulk, when he's on the phone to Banner and he says, "I've quite literally been a different person." And it's obviously a nod to, in the first installment of the Hulk in the MCU, is played by Edward Norton.
Yes.
As opposed to Mark Ruffalo. How can I forget that fucking little thingy?
How can you forget?
But yeah, so a lot of people are attacking it because of, bloody women. And I'm thinking, we are sick. It's the She-Hulk. It's about a woman being strong. I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. I don't know.
I did notice. There was one scene, when I can't remember his name now, the lawyer that gives her jabs is like, "Oh, so you turn yourself into a Hulk to get the public vote, blah, blah, blah." The lawyer that's on her team, but like, is a bit of a dick to her.
Yeah.
When he gets to the bar, he speaks to her, he goes, "I'm going to go speak to that girl. It's kind of hot. She's kind of hot. I'm going to go speak to it." He does actually call a woman an it in the episode, and I was like, they've put that in on purpose. Why did they let him say a woman's an it?
No idea.
Which is a bit mad. But no, yeah, solid 8 from me. Chris 8 pushing into a 9. I don't think I've spread through the notes. It's always, ever since WandaVision and Loki, it's hard to start to proper formulate and theorise with these shows.
Yeah.
Because obviously WandaVision and Loki give us a plethora of fucking shenanigans. But that's all I've got to say on She-Hulk.
That's all you have to say on She-Hulk.
I don't know if you've got any more to add.
Not really.
We're back on Wednesday. Well, so no, I keep doing it as well. But this episode and the episode before, I keep going on Disney Plus on Wednesday to watch it.
On Wednesday?
Yeah, but obviously it's Thursday, isn't it? It comes out on Thursdays, but we're so used to Wednesdays. It's a fucking absolute nightmare.
Nightmare.
But yeah. So yeah, that's me with She-Hulk. Like I said, if you've got any more, what have you got on or not? No.
What?
Chris is a great person to have a conversation with. He looks at you and he's like, I ain't got a clue what you're on about. Chris, we're here to talk to each other.
I know.
To be fair, you can carry on with your phone because we're about to end this one and get on to the next one.
To be fair, Mr. Gordon, there's not really a lot of news this week.
Well, there's a couple of things we could talk about anyway, but that's on the next episode anyhow.
It is.
And we'll spread it out and whatnot, and we'll drag shit out.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
But visuals, thank you. That was She-Hulk episode 2, spoiler heavy review. And we're back. Hopefully, I wanted to give it, like I said, this episode was very just 2D in terms of world building. Apart from the curiosity stuff with Hulk and what's going to happen with Abomination, it didn't really build much for me anyway. And apart from the notes that I did see. Hopefully next week gets a bit. As soon as Daredevil gets involved, I think we'll be able to add a few more layers on, but that might be the very fucking last episode for all we know. But they said they did come up with a statement saying Charlie Cox's Daredevil will be a key part of the show. Well, he's already missed 2 episodes, so he can't be that key.
You know. I'm intrigued to see what next episode is going to bring, unless she is going to go after him, but I pretty much doubt that.
Well, yeah, she'll want to know, won't she, about why...
Yeah.
She'll want to speak to Wong as to why he's been...
Unless Wong brings him back.
Yeah, and he'll say, listen, that's me doing it. I've been doing it for this reason.
Yeah.
That's obviously why they need to talk, because ultimately on paper, you don't really see a connection between Wong and She-Hulk, but now we do. She needs to know why, and he needs to justify why he's been doing that, and we need to clarify why he's been taking Abomination out.
Yeah.
Because as far as we're aware, it's the one time, but by the looks of the way they interacted in Shang-Chi, that wasn't the first time that they went off and had a scrap in a fucking underground fight dungeon place, whatever the fuck it was again, the big building.
Yeah.
But yeah, leave it there, 8 out of 10.
8
8/9.
8/9.
We've got 8.5 in the middle for you.
Yeah.
Visuals. Thank you for listening. Keep on keeping up.
And as always, peeps, love you, bye.